What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. We're focusing on the Tampa Bay Lightning dropping Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals to not advance. They will not be going on to the Stanley Cup Final after going in last year. And, it's just such a, it's going to be an interesting summer in Tampa. Obviously, the big name is Steven Stamkos, who's an unrestricted free agent. We've talked about him ad nauseum. But I figure we'll talk about some of the other moves that they should be looking to make, and move some pieces around the board to keep this group in place with or without Stamkos. Obviously, I've talked about Nikita Kucherov being a restricted free agent. He's going to want a massive pay raise. I think Vladimir Nemestikov, his play has warranted him a pay raise as well. And Alex Killorn is also restricted. So, for their forwards, they've got a lot of question marks, that they're going to have to be creative with salary cap wise. And then on defense, actually the only free agent they have on defense is Matthias Ohlund, and he hasn't played a game in almost half a decade, 5 years. So, take him out of the equation. They're going to try like hell to move Matt Carl. They want to move that $5.5 million, and so it's going to be tough, but, we'll see how that shakes itself up. Victor Hedman is an unrestricted free agent next year, and I think, again, they will try like hell to get a deal done. If letting Stamkos walk, so hypothetically, let's pretend Stamkos walks. There's $10 million in cap space. Whatever, he was going to get, that opens up, and, now you can re-sign Kucherov, Killorn, Paquette, Nemesnikov, Tyler Johnson under a lot with new contracts next year. And then, you can start working out a deal to have Victor Hedman locked up for, the durate for, his rest of his, prime, so to speak. So, again, this is a dicey situation. I think Ben Bishop is on the... I'm not going to say they're going to trade Ben Bishop to move cap space and get some assets back, but I'm absolutely convinced that Andrei Vasilevsky can be the man. And there was a report online. I'll Google it right now. Calgary offered Sam Bennett for Ben Bishop, and my whole thing is, if I'm Steve Yzerman, why wasn't that move made? Because, as good of a player as Bishop is, Vasilevsky can fill in and be, that guy for you. Likewise, Sam Bennett's the real deal, and you can add him to this, nucleus you have in place. That's, pretty intriguing. So, again, I think Tampa's also got some great prospects in the organization. They've drafted very well over the last few years. I love Slater Koekkoek. I thought he played very well at times. I think Braden Point, especially if Stamkos walks, will be given an opportunity to crack the team out of camp next year. And, they've got some other guys that they've drafted and developed and think very highly of. So, there's going to be... This team's here for the long haul. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. And you can expect that they'll compete and be a team that you hear about for a long time going forward, with or without Stamkos in the lineup. So, we'll see and I hate to talk about a former 60-goal scorer like he's chopped liver, but, if you have the opportunity to let him move on and keep a lot of these other really, really good players, I think it's definitely, it could be a silver lining to losing one of the top goal scorers the last decade, but you'll see how it all shakes itself up. Definitely a lot of question marks surrounding this Tampa team, and once again, it's going to be a very interesting offseason. But I think with Steve Yzerman at the helm, John Cooper behind the bench, I think they're going to be a very good team for a long time. That's all I got on the episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.